Hello Cancers, Marina from the Butterfly Effect, last but not least of the water signs that have gone up for today, and the last for today. And I do appear to be reading for a masculine again. It's all about the men today. Obviously, if you are a Cancer, this could be the person you're thinking of when you listen to this reading. Do keep an open mind, it might not be who you're thinking of. It is a very general reading, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So the main message, Cancer, is the Golden Phoenix. Something you thought was finished bursts into life. Number 12. Should be more organised, shouldn't I? Okay. Oh gosh, struggling to read. Passion and desire, will and force, and a new intelligent direction are all on your agenda. Health and fitness are also part of your new theme. Firing up your metabolism is a very strong desire and a sacred duty. You can become stronger, fitter, leaner and healthier. The Golden Phoenix does not speak of having a certain type of body, but he will show you how to create or recreate that which you have been gifted with. Health can be reinvigorated. You may learn to run faster, play a sport or take up yoga. Your physicality can be reshaped with the Golden Phoenix to reach new levels of athleticism. If you follow the Golden One's advice, your own body will be at its most harmonious and comfortable, and it will be working well and supporting you. Candles, lighting, fires, and meditating on purifying your diet and following through on the Golden Phoenix messages will help you recreate yourself. So this is sort of suggesting that you've had a time out, Cancer, that you've taken a bit of a retreat, you've had some time to rest, to think, and forge a new direction. So you're coming through as the Knight of Wands. Typically my player card, the Knight of Wands, you really do have to take with a pinch of salt, and then, you know, just keep pouring it on. He comes in, he takes what he wants, he's a flirt. You know, he's very sexual, he's very one-night standy. But actually what I'm getting from this is this might have been a bit of a front with my facade card here, because it literally says, this is not who I am. So I think, Cancer, you may have given the impression to someone that you actually care for quite deeply, that you're a bit of a bad boy and a bit of a player, and I think it was just a front. And I've no idea why you would want to portray that image of yourself. I really don't. Well, maybe you were. You know, it's possible that you were. Let me just see what I got through in this. Lessons in Love, level 42. The songs will be below. Please do have a listen. I honestly think you've just, I think you might have thought this was cool. This might make you seem more attractive if you appear to be more desirable to more than one woman. It might make the person that you're actually interested in keener on you. So this might actually, you know, derive from a low self-esteem. Yeah. It's a wee bit narky, Cancer, I'm not going to lie. That kind of behavior. But now I feel you're coming through here as a mediator. You want to be fair. You want to be more respectful. Maybe you haven't been before. I think you want to bring things back into balance, and that is actually the best that you can achieve in this situation. In terms of your blockage, what you need to overcome is to come out of the shadows and almost come out. And you may actually be gay, and this is a coming out card. That's quite possible. But mysticism in reverse, because upright, this is about, it's also about staying in the shadows, watching for someone's behavior and not taking any action until you're quite sure of who you're dealing with. So it may be that you had doubts about the person that you were attracted to or seeing, and maybe you retreated for a while. And this is possibly suggesting that you have taken sufficient time and you are quite clear who you're dealing with, and that you don't really want to wait anymore to move this possible relationship on. It just means you want to come out of the shadows. I think you want to show yourself as you truly are. You possibly have given a bit of a shitty, view of yourself. I don't think you presented yourself maybe accurately. Maybe you thought it was a bit cool, and it's just gone a bit shit. It's just not washed with the person that you've been interested in, whatever sort of strategy this facade was meant to, I don't know, it's not worked out for you, Cancer. You want to take things to a new level. You want some sort of a success here, and that is actually the challenge. Now, I'm going to do the very base of the matter, as in your subconsciously, Cancer, however you want to, come across as, the boy about town here. You basically want marriage, and you're no longer confused about that. You want the real deal. You want the white picket fence, the wife, 2 kids, the dog and a cat. You want it. And where you might have been confused about it before, you're no longer confused about it. This might come as a surprise to you, Cancer, but this is actually in your subconscious. So this, I'm a bit of a lad, and I'm putting about, and I'm really super popular, and everyone wants to sleep with me. It's really not helping you, Cancer, actually get what you want, because you're only going to attract the sort of people that you're not going to be in the same vibration with, because you want very different things. And ultimately, we attract what we put out there, and if that's what you're putting out there, then you're going to attract that which will ultimately make you feel a bit hollow, is what I think. The best you can achieve, Cancer, for this time period is justice. Bring things back into balance. Be fair, be honest, be just. It might involve a Libra, but it would also suggest that you haven't been fair, because I think you may have tried to play someone here, being the big I am, and now the best you can achieve is to be fair, be honest, be truthful, and bring things back to balance. Unblock that which is blocked with impasse. You may have blocked this person, they may have blocked you. There's just been absolutely no progress, and the only way to actually set the wheels back in motion here is to be just and fair and bring things back into balance, and enlighten them on why you've basically been wearing a mask in their previous encounters with you. In the past, Cancer, you have got the 9 of Wands and the Ace of Cups in reverse. This is just giving up on love. Absolutely done with it. Wash my hands of it. Exhausted. It's just too much. You may have, again, I'm coming back to this. If you go out there and you're wearing a mask, you're going to attract the wrong sort of person, because you're not actually being authentic with who you are and what you want in life. And it's going to leave you disappointed, and this is disappointed, and it's given up in love in the past. In your immediate future, actually, before I get there, because I was curious, I was saying, well, who would the real Knight of Wands please stand up? And actually, I got the King of Cups in reverse. Bit of a family fortune moment there. King of Cups in reverse is emotionally imbalanced. He's also very emotionally manipulative, and this is what this Knight of Wands facade has been all about. It's not that you actually are a player, it's that this is your way of manipulating someone, relationships, to get the love you actually want. Yeah, so you're repeating some sort of pattern here, Cancer. This is maybe something that's worked for you in the past, but you have to look at what you've actually got in the past. It's not working anymore, Cancer. This manipulative behavior, this, you know, the big I am, and I'm super popular and everyone fancies me and wants to sleep with me, and you're just, you know, a side piece or one of many, is not working for you. Because you want this, and that's what you need to be honest about. I do see this manipulative, emotionally imbalanced behavior coming to an end. There's some sort of ending and transformation here, and absolutely fantastic to see we're moving into the King of Wands. King of Wands is bold, he's dynamic, he's sexy, he's, you know, a delegator. I mean, he is a boss, he's a bloody king. He's not a shitty little Knight of Wands, and he's not an emotionally manipulative King of Cups. So this is awesome. So if you're a cross watcher and this sounds like you're masculine that you've been dealing with, you know, you might be onto a winner chicken dinner there. So immediate future, we do have the Eight of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Swords. Now, this Eight of Wands is, it is block communication again in most decks. It means miscommunication, confusion, over communication. So this is bringing some sort of clarity to the situation. This is bringing truthful discourse. It's cutting through the bullshit, basically. That's one way of looking at it. Now, in this deck, my Eight of Wands, I always see as escape, because this is Jason escaping Colchis with the golden fleece. And to see in reverse with the Ace of Swords, to me, this is saying you actually want to communicate, that you don't want to escape. You may have had a sort of avoidant personality type before, which is very Knight of Wandsy, very in and out. And I think in the future, this is suggesting that you want to communicate that you're a stayer, that you want to, you know, stick with it, see it through, and stop pissing about, basically. We have got Vanity in reverse. Oh my God, absolute deep joy. This is my ego card, you know, times how many. In reverse, this feels like an ego death. I think you have been humbled here, Cancer. I think you've actually caught feelings for someone, the real bloody deal, because it's your soulmate, quite possibly, who is now in reverse, by the way. And you've played this soulmate the way you played all your other relationships, and it's blown up in your face, is what I'm getting, and it has humbled you. So we're dropping the ego here, we're dropping the facade, and we are moving into our King of Wands. And with that, we have got the Star. So if not an Aquarian, I think this is just hope returning to you. And this is also about being your authentic self. The Aquarian card here, she's naked. She's got one foot in the water, which is her emotion. She's got one foot on the ground, which is stability. And a big bloody star here. I really do feel that this is you starting to move into, or at least in the immediate future, being really comfortable in your own skin and your own identity, and dropping the front, which has served you nothing but pain, really. And where you currently find yourself, so we're still in a bit of a retreat mode. We're choosing a direction. There's a little bit of healing to be done here, because there's been a lack of success and a lack of progress, a lack of onward movement. It almost feels like your batteries have just been zapped. So I think you might be feeling physically, probably mentally a little bit low, a little bit flat. Yeah, there's not a lot of energy here. You seem to be coming out of feeling rejection, or you're dealing with rejection issues, which is clearly really important during this downtime. Oh my gosh, the whole of the moon, love it. Yeah, I think, was it here I got this? No, it was here. So how you're being viewed as a magician, someone who has actually at a crossroads here more than anything in this deck, choosing a direction, because your soulmate has done one. They're not currently in the picture. You have all the tools, Gemini, sorry, this is a Gemini Virgo card, Cancer. You might be dealing with a Gemini or a Virgo. You have all the tools. You've been seen as someone who is very capable. They might see you as a bit tricky, a bit fly, a bit sly. And they may see you as someone who's messed up a relationship with that kind of nature. Very Knight of Wandsy. But I have to say, the feminine that came through here, and she's showing up here with my Justice card, I'll tell you in a minute. She came through with, you can say what you want, but you won't change my mind. I feel the same about you. Texas, when I get that feeling. She seems still very keen, Cancer. And you've come through as, I was only fooling around when she stole my heart away. She left and I cried for weeks, and love changes everything. Yeah, I really do think this is your coming to Jesus moment. Cancer, I think you've been playing this role for a lifetime, and you've played it with the wrong bloody person, and you've lost them, and you've shit a brick here. And it's quite poetic, really. I actually really love it. And something you thought was finished bursts into life. So all good, Cancer. It might just be coming back around. And in your final outcome, we have got the Two of Swords in reverse and the Guilt in reverse. So this is making a decision. You're no longer confused about what you want, and you're no longer feeling guilty about maybe how you've behaved. I think you're going to make some reparations here. And we have the Two of Wands in reverse. Again, making a decision, choosing the wand and making progress. I did briefly ask the Justice, because I wanted if it would be a Libra. I asked who you had to make justice with, and it is the Queen of Pentacles. So maybe an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo. I'm getting Virgo quite a bit, aren't I? And Taurus. So this is my super stable queen. She's mum. I mean, you know, she does the school run. She earns a living. She looks after the kids. You know, she feeds the fish. She's just super stable and not really someone that you should be messing with. And you need to stop fighting this, is what I'm getting. With the Seven of Wands, I think you've tried to, as I say, project this kind of image, and it is not working with this individual. So you need to drop the facade, move into your King of Wands status, stop fighting, and make right what's been done wrong with this Queen of Pentacles. Your energy, Cancer, is or has been, I think, this kind of a progress. We have got the Seahorse Spirit, which is watch and wait. So this is really not taking any action at all. I think you kind of hope that this person would maybe take the action for you, while you pretended to gad about town and be you know, Mr. It. But in actually what's been happening is you've been at home. You've just been like a bear with a sore head, looking after yourself, feeling maybe a bit sorry for yourself, because everything's come to a grinding halt. But now moving into an energy of nothing is wasted. I mean, I find it difficult to like the vulture. Don't be a vulture. But this is, you know, the clean up the roadkill. It's actually feeling that the experience has made you grow. It has actually been beneficial, even though it's not maybe how you would have expected it or liked it to play out. It's seeing the benefit in the experience, basically. I did have a quick look at my Queen of Pentacles to see who she was. This Queen of Pentacles is very stubborn. She is very capable of dealing with any obstacles that come her way, which is why I sort of feel that if you've tried to play her and she's a bloody rhino and the Queen of Pentacles, it was a bit dumb. But her real nature is she's an eternal child, which is a determination to remain young in body, mind and spirit, and an ability to see things with fresh eyes. But she's also a slave. She may have had or has some codependency issues with the slave, but this is also someone who surrenders to the power of choice, to the divine, with complete trust. A very trusting individual, maybe someone who's quite spiritual or quite religious, but just sort of believes that things will go the way they're supposed to. I see it as a super calm energy. She's like really proper chill. Now I know that I'm the fool who won your love to lose it all. At the base of the deck, we had Temperance in reverse and the King of Cups again. This is something you'll need to be wary of, Cancer. So this is an imbalance emotionally again. And it can be emotional manipulation yet again, but I think this is what you've actually done on purpose with the Five of Cups. I think you've left this person, or you've left them hanging on, or you haven't given them closure as a manipulative action. You actually did this on purpose, and it comes from your own lack of self-esteem, basically. But I think you've come up against a brick wall with my Queen of Pentacles here, who's just super solid and won't put up with any of that nonsense. You're actually really fortunate it's not a Queen of Swords, because she'd have probably taken the head off you. Anywho, an advice card for Cancer. Please, Spirit, an advice card for the Knight of Wands, who's in my Cancer reading for November, December 2019. Advice card for the Knight of Wands in the Cancer reading. Advice card for Cancer. Advice card for Cancer. Very nice. Intend and create. Very magician-y energy. Oh, blimey, yeah. And the Shaman, trust in higher forces. These are both very magical cards. Let's have a look. High Priest. Here we go. You are a bridge between heaven and earth, and it's important for you to know that you are more powerful and connected than you may think. Everything you are giving attention and energy to at this time is creating your way forward. There have been some setbacks, but accept these are experiences that have led you to a deeper understanding of yourself and spirit. Very vulturish. Know that you are being guided by the ancestors to direct your thoughts and energies towards what you want to grow, heal and expand, and then watch it happen right before your eyes. And the Shaman, pulling it together rather lovely. There are spiritual allies working in your favour, and their miracles will unfold much more easily when you move into a state of trust. So call back your power and stop allowing external forces to divert you from the miracles you deserve. Hand over all of your concerns to your spiritual allies. When you do so, you allow them to send you innovative guidance and messages that will allow you to correct the situation and come out on top. The Shaman card also shows that you have shamanic potential to move between the realms and connect with your guides on an extremely personal way. I mean, that's pretty powerful, Cancer. I like that very much. Okay, I'll leave that there. I do hope you find this reading useful. Please like, please subscribe. If you would like a personal, all my information is below. And if you're interested in Reiki, then you know, and you really should be, that information is below as well. Right, Cancer, lovely reading. I really like this. I think this is super positive. I can see a really, really good outcome here. So I will speak to you very soon, and thank you for listening. Bye.